It's morning time. Woke up a little bit early today. I figure I write in my notebook today. It's 7:52 a.m. March 25th, 2018. 2018. Isn't that amazing? We're in the world of the 28. Well, technically, it's not 2018 unless the year is fully complete. Then it becomes 2018. Right now, it's 2017 and a half. Today is a light day. You saw that fly just land on my head. He wants to photobomb the camera, and he did. How cocky is that fly? I think flies are geniuses. You know, they know where the fuck to land. Like, they have the aroma sensor of where the best bacteria is and where to lay eggs. Just like bees, they can sense heat from where your nostril and your mouth is at. And, like, for instance, bears, they always sting the bear's nose. You know, so, because that's a sensitive spot on the bear, right? So I feel like bees can sense the carbohydrates and all that good stuff that exerts out of your mouth and nostrils or enters, you know, and then they know exactly where to go to stop you. Like, if they were to sting that area on our faces, we wouldn't be able to breathe right. And somebody on YouTube got stung with big lips, so possibly it's not a comforting thing, you know. And so I think bees are geniuses. Like, I think if we had the ability to look the eyesight, if we had the eyesight of every insect and the possibility of every species, oh my God, our eyes would be fucking lethal. Because you'll see things in every shape and form. There's not going to be one way. Like, cats see things the way cats see things. Roaches see things the way roaches see things, and they censor. You know, these things see in certain ways that adapt to their species type of living. And maybe we see the same color and shape, but I feel like certain animals see differently than how we see it. But their mind is made the same exact way as all. Isn't that all? Isn't that all? Like, we can see and we see life and we live life differently. But our brains and our bone matter and our structure is made the same. You know, it's just in a different matter and shape. Like, different species type. You know, I feel like humans are actually one race. There's no ethnicity on humans. It's just, we are just different colors, like species. You know, species out there, the other species, there's many different colors of them, but they're all the same bug. And we don't call the albino bug something else. We still call it bug. Because, like, there's albino bugs in the ground, and then there's regular colored bugs. There's albino animals in the world, and there's regular colored animals, you know. But if we see a albino alligator, we wouldn't call it another species. We'll just call it an white alligator. If we was to see albino snake, we won't call it anything other than a albino snake, you know? But it's weird, because when it comes to our species, we have it as a totally different species, like black, white, you know, or Indian or Mexican. And we treat each other as if we're different species other than the same. And then we create genocide saying, hey, kill that species off so we can be the dominant species. Isn't that strange? We do that. And so it amazes me how we critique our own one strain species, you know, because we are just one strain. There's no different, you know, there's no different. It's just, you're human. I don't know why people have to put like a race to it. It's almost making it like a birth code. My code is Black Hawaiian Samoan, and I'm 5'7". You know, that's my code. That's who I am. That's my identity. That's just, I feel like we all should just be human. Look at that darker human. Look at that lighter human. That still sounds racist. Never mind. But it would have been great, right? But we critique ourselves and we kill ourselves off as if one is greater than the other. We kill each other off as if one is greater than the other. You don't see animals doing that unless they're fucking greedy ass lions. You know, so I don't know. It just, I think about these things every so often. I sure hope everybody else, you know what they should do? Instead of like having it one race or every 10, 30, 80 years a different race of color, they should like dandruff. Anyways, they should have each race run at least once the entire world, so you can absorb each technology of each side of every color of a humankind. And maybe you'll see a humankind code in the midst of having all species, like after all the species, after all the ethnicities in the world had finally became a leader of the world, at least once every 10 years, change the leader. Okay, so for 10 years, I wanted to be whites. For 10 years, I wanted to be Mexicans. For 10 years, I wanted to be, you know, I need everybody to understand what it feels like and adapt to each culture. So I want each culture to give their understanding to everyone. So they're going to lead for the next 10 years. And we'll see how things go. But we'll never forget what the last previous was. You know, we're just going to add on. It's like the amendments. They don't really take away the rules. They just add on to the rules. So technically the rules from back in the day is still a par. It's just that we have so many at the moment. Anyways, that's not what I was going to talk about, but it's definitely something to think about, right? I'm outside smoking a cigarette in a bowl, a small, tiny, tiny bowl. I can't wait to get my financials so I can get my medication. I'm sick and tired of like inching my way every day, and it's just a struggle because you don't know why. People do it out of spite. You know, they make you wait out of spite. Oh, I don't feel good because she folded the paper opposite from the way that I told her to fold it. Therefore, I'm going to make her wait for her paycheck. It's like, hypothetically, that's what I think sometimes when I'm thinking that's what the Social Security is doing. To know that there's help out there, but help isn't all the way, isn't coming to you, or isn't ready yet. Anyways, bye.